Morning, dear students. Yeah, once again, welcome back to the online classes. Okay, in the previous class, we were discussing about the issue of shares at premium, some problems, some illustration I solved. Even one illustration was given for you to solve it at home, homework problem. Hope everyone is solved at home. Okay, moving on to the next one, issue of shares at discount. This is not much important from the point of examination, because company is not 2013 Companies Act is not allowing to go for issue of shares at discount except the provision section 54 of the Companies Act. Okay, so just understand what is the theory part of this issue of shares at discount. When the shares are issued to the public, when shares are issued to the public less than the face value of the share, that is what you called as issue of shares at discount. When the shares are issued to the public less than the face value of share is what you called as issue of shares at discount. Okay, for example, face value of share is 100. Face value of share is 100, but issued to the public is rupees 90. 100 rupees face value share is issued to rupees 90 to the public. That is what you call issue of shares at discount. So here 10 rupee is a loss to the company. So this is a capital loss. Issue of shares at discount, it's a capital loss. Okay, so I repeat, issue of shares at discount means when the shares are issued to the public less than the face value is what you call issue of shares at discount. Okay, 100 rupee share is issued to the public for 90, the 10 rupee is what you called as issue of shares at discount. Okay, next, moving on to the next part, oversubscription and undersubscription. Oversubscription and undersubscription. Yes, they may going to ask for you 2 marks. What do you mean by oversubscription and what do you mean by undersubscription? Important theory question it is, and also important from the point of exam also. Oversubscription and undersubscription. What is this oversubscription? What is this undersubscription? Okay, when I was explaining about the issue of shares, okay, how company will going to issue shares, as I already told you, yes, company will going to give you prospectus. Okay, after giving the prospectus, company will going to receive the application, next allotment, first call, final call, like that. Okay, easy installment, some of the installment. Okay, so under subscription, over subscription. For example, company ready to issue 50,000 shares. Company is offering for 50,000 shares. Okay, company will going to give an advertisement. So and so company we are starting. If you are interested, okay, you can purchase our company. Okay, so offer is 50,000 shares. So they are ready to sell. They are ready to allot 50,000 shares to the public. Offering 50,000. Okay, public response or public subscription. If it is 60,000 share, public 60,000 shares are ready to purchase. Company is offering 50,000 shares. But public is ready to purchase 60,000 shares. That is what you called as oversubscription. Okay, there is a 10,000 difference is there. The 10,000 shares is what you called as oversubscription. That is called oversubscription. When public applied, so what is the meaning of oversubscription? When public is applying more than the shares offered by the public. When public is applied more than the company is offered for subscription, it is what you call as oversubscription. In my example, 50,000 shares they are offering, but public is ready to purchase 60,000, so the difference is 10,000 shares is called as oversubscription. Okay, let me come for the undersubscription. Okay, public is ready to purchase. Okay, company is offering for 50,000 shares, but public is ready to purchase 30,000 shares. 30,000 shares. Company offered 50,000 share, but public is ready to purchase 30,000 shares. That means there is an under subscription of 20,000 shares. Under subscription of 20,000 shares. Okay, so under subscription means what? When public is ready to purchase less than the number of shares offered by the company. Okay, when public is applying the shares is less than what company is offered is what you called as under subscription. Okay, they may going to ask for you 2 marks. What do you mean by over subscription or what do you mean by under subscription? Okay, so moving on to the next very important thing here in the 12 marks problem in this chapter, that is forfeiture of shares. Okay, moving on to the next one, a very important things in the chapter, forfeiture of share. What is the meaning of forfeiture of shares? Okay, forfeiture of share means is nothing but cancellation of shares. Cancellation of shares. The shares which is held by the shareholder, cancellation of share. Cancellation from the membership of the company. What is this cancellation? As I already told you, for example, a share price is 100. A share price is 100. That 100 rupee company will not be collected in one installment. It may be allotment or it may be application. It may be allotment, it may be first call, or it may be final call. For example, application, let me take 20, 30 allotment, 30 first call, 20 final call, okay, like that. So easy installment. Company will not going to collect 100 rupees in one installment. So depending on the financial requirement of the company, stage by stage, they are going to call money from the shareholder. Okay. So for example, if a shareholder is applied, okay, let me take an example. Mr. X is applied for 1,000 share. When he applied for 1,000 share, so he has to deposit 1,000 into 20. So 20,000 rupees he has to deposit in the bank because he is applying for a shares. Okay, so 1,000 into 20, 20,000 rupees should be deposited into bank. After when 20,000 is deposited into bank, next company will going to give one small information or notice to the shareholder, Mr. X. Okay, so you have applied for 1,000 share. Okay, we are very happy to allot you 1,000 share. Now you have to pay allotment money. So at that time, 1,000 into 30 rupees, 30,000 rupees he has to deposit. Some certain date will be given on or before certain date will be given. So before that date, shareholder duty is to deposit money to the bank. Okay. After when he going to deposit money to the allotment, then shares will be allotted to him. Then he will going to become the real shareholder of a company. Okay, not when immediately after putting the application, you will not going to become a shareholder. After when shares are allotted to the public, you will become the shareholder. Okay. Next, then company again, okay, you have applied for 1,000 share, you paid application allotment, next you have to pay first call money means, so the shareholder has to pay first call money. Next, shareholder has to pay final call money. Okay, let me take an example. He paid application money, Mr. X, he paid allotment money, not paid first call, not paid final call. Application he paid, allotment is paid, but he has not paid first call money and he has not paid final call money. Okay. So then what company will do? Company will going to give you a 14 days notice informing him that you have to pay money before certain date. If you are failed to pay, your shares will be cancelled. You are not a member of the company. Okay. In that situation, that is what you call forfeiture of share. When a shareholder failed to pay, either allotment money or call money, it may be a first call or final call money. When a shareholder failed to pay allotment money or first call money or final call money, so then shares will be cancelled after giving a due notice. After giving a due notice, shares will be cancelled. That is what we called as forfeiture of shares. Okay, I repeat, this is important from the point of examination. When a shareholder is failed to pay allotment money or call money after giving a due notice, the shares will be cancelled by the company is called forfeiture of share. Okay, when shares are forfeited, of course, company will going to pass a journal entry. So today we will going to learn about what is the journal entry when shares are forfeited. Okay, especially when shares are issued at par, what is the journal entry? We will going to learn that. Yes, we'll go to the journal entry. Journal entry for recording forfeiture of share. Okay, when shares are forfeited, company will going to pass journal entry. So what is the journal entry? Journal entry for recording forfeiture of share when shares are issued at par. Premium, I'll come to that later. So understand what is the journal entry when shares are forfeited. I've written a journal entry on the board. I'll explain how it is. Share capital account debit to forfeited shares account, that is paid up. To share allotment account, to share call account. Share capital account debit to forfeited shares account, to share allotment account, to share call account. Okay, let me take an example. 100 rupees is a 100 rupees. Okay, I'll take only a 3 installment. 100 rupees is the face value. Application rupees. Okay, let me take 30. Allotment 40. And first and final call rupees 30. So totally 100 rupees. Okay. A shareholder, Mr. X. Let me take Mr. X. Mr. X is holding 1000 share. He paid application money. He has not paid allotment. He has not paid first and final call. Okay, after giving due notice also, Mr. X not paid allotment money and first and final call money. Now, company has to pass a journal entry. Okay, but he has paid application. This money will not be refunded. Under any circumstances, whatever money is paid to a company by a shareholder will not be given back. Whether allotment money is paid, last installment is not paid, no, company will not going to give it back. Keep that in your mind. Whatever money is paid to a company, that money will not be refunded. Okay, now what will happen when application money is received, allotment not received, first and final call? So what we are going to do, we are going to write share capital account debit. Why share capital account should be debited? Because say in the previous classes when I was passing the journal entry on issue of shares, application money received, allotment money due, allotment money received, first call due, first call received, final call due, final call received. You remember that. Okay. So there what will happen, everywhere share capital account, actually it is a credit. To share capital account we will going to write. To share capital account. For example, second journal entry, when application money transferred to share capital account, share application account debited to share capital account. Allotment money due, share allotment account debited to share capital account. First call due, share first call account debited to share capital account. Final call due, share final call account debited to share capital account. Of course, share capital account will going to show credit balance. Now we have to cancel. When we are cancelling, credit will going to become debit. For cancellation, forfeiture means cancellation. For cancellation, credit has to become debit. Okay, that is the reason share capital account credited become debit here. Okay. Share capital account debit. Okay. For example, in my example, 1000 shares is cancelled. So 1000 shares, the face value is 100 rupees. 1000 shares is cancelled. Full 100 rupees is called up. 1000 into 100, 1 lakh rupee debit. 1 lakh rupee debit. Okay. Share capital account debit, called up money. 1000 shares of Mr. X is cancelled, so only we have to pass journal entry for 1000. 1000 into 100, 1 lakh. To forfeited shares account. Means for this 1000 application money is received. Okay, that means 1000 into 30 rupees, 30,000 rupees application money is received. Only allotment money not received, first and final call money is not received. So the money which is received on forfeiture, money which is received on forfeiture should be transferred to one account, that is called forfeited shares account. That is called forfeited shares account, that is called paid up. This is money is paid. Okay. So two forfeited shares account, 1000 into 30 rupees, 1000 into 30 rupees, to forfeited shares account, 1000 into 30 rupees, this is paid up, credit 30,000. I repeat, when forfeited shares, the money which is received on forfeited shares will be transferred to one account, that is called forfeited shares account. That is what, two forfeited shares account. Two share allotment account. Yes, this money is not paid. This money is not paid. Okay. Allotment money is not paid. Two share allotment account. So, the money which is not paid should be credited 1000 into 40. I'm sorry. 1000 into 40 allotment. Two share allotment account. 1000 into 40. That comes to 40,000. That comes to 40,000. Why it is a two share allotment account here? Because why it is a two share allotment here? Because allotment money due. Allotment money due. When you are writing allotment money due, share allotment account debit, share allotment account debit, share allotment account debited to share capital account. Share allotment account debited to share capital account. When you are writing share allotment account debited to share capital account, whatever shares is called, we are going to write share allotment account debited to share capital account. But now 1000 share is not received, then you write bank account debited to share allotment account. Bank account debited to share allotment account, except 1000 shares we are going to minus there. But here share allotment account is debited for full number of shares. Now you have to cancel for 1000 share, means this debit will going to become credit here. Debit will going to become here credit. So that's what share allotment account should be credited to share allotment account 1000 into 40. This is not paid. This is not paid. So call account, first and final call, this is also not paid. Two share first and final call account 1000 into 30, which is not paid. Not paid. 1000 into 30, 30,000. You can check it there. Debit is equal to credit. 1 lakh is equal to 1 lakh. Okay. Two share first and final call account is credited here because it is cancelled. Okay. So 1000 into 30, 30,000 rupees. Check it there. 1 lakh is equal to 1 lakh. Okay. This is just an example. This is just an example. Okay. So you have to keep it in your mind. You have to keep it in your mind. This journal entry. This journal entry, you have to write it in your notebook. When shares are issued at par, share capital account debited to forfeited shares account to share allotment account to share call account. Okay. Let me take the same example. Let me take the same example. Allotment money is paid. Okay. Let me take an example. Allotment money is paid. How the journal entry will go? Only first and final call is not paid, Mr. X. Only first and final call is not paid by Mr. X. Application is paid, allotment is paid, first and final call is not paid. So then journal entry will go like this. Of course, share capital account debit, share capital account debit, there is no changes, share capital account debit, cancellation credit has to become debit, 1000 into 100, 1 lakh. Two forfeited shares account, paid up, application is paid, allotment is paid, totally 30 plus 70 rupees is paid, 30 plus 40, 70 rupees is paid. So that money which is received on forfeited will be transferred to one account called forfeited shares account. 1000 into 70 is 70,000. 1000 into 70 is 70,000. And which installment is not paid? First and final call. So which installment is not paid, that you have to show separately. Two share first and final call account. Two share first and final call account, 1000 into 30, 30,000. 1000 into 30, 30,000. See, debit is equal to credit. Being forfeiture of 1000 shares for non-payment of narration. Okay, narration being 1000. Forfeiture of 1000 shares for non-payment of first and final call money. Okay, so this is a journal entry about when shares are issued at problem. Okay, we'll solve one problem on how the journal entry we are going to pass it. Okay, when shares are issued at par, especially for future journal entry. ABC Company Limited issued. You have to write it this one in your notebook. Okay, what theory part I explained, that also you have to write it. Okay. Pro forma journal entry also you have to write it. Okay, ABC Company Limited issued 20,000 shares of 10 each, forfeited, okay, cancelled 500 shares for non-payment of first call money 2 and final call money rupees 3. Okay, 10 rupee is the share price, understand, 10 rupee is the share price. So, how many shares are cancelled? Forfeited, 500 shares forfeited. 500 shares forfeited. Why it is forfeited? Because of first call is not paid. First call is not paid. How much is first call? Rupees 2 is not paid. Final call is how much? Rupees 3 is not paid. Not paid, not paid. So, how much is paid then? Application and allotment together, rupees 5 is paid up. Rupees 5 is paid up. So, this is the explanation for this problem. 10 rupees a face value, 2 rupee not paid, 3 rupee not paid means 5 rupee application and allotment money is paid up, that is called 5 rupees is paid up. Okay. How many shares is cancelled? 500 shares is cancelled. So, you have to pass only forfeiture journal entry. We have to pass forfeiture journal entry. Okay. So, journal entry, you have to write, okay, journal entry number 1. Journal entry number 1. Of course, share capital account debit. Share capital account debit. Share capital account debit. You have to write this one in pencil. 500 shares is cancelled. Face value 10 rupee. Full called up. 500 into 10. Full called up. So 5,000. 500 into 10. 500 into 10. 5,000. Okay. So which is paid up, 5 rupees is paid up, that will be transferred to one account, that is called forfeited shares account. That is called forfeited shares account. When shares are forfeited, the money which is received on forfeited will be transferred to forfeiture shares account or forfeited shares account 2. Forfeited shares account 2. Forfeited shares account 500 into 50 rupees is called up, 50 rupees is paid up, 50 rupees is paid up, 50 rupees is paid up, 5 rupees is paid up, not 50, 5 rupees is paid up, 500 into 5, 2,500, 500 into 5, 2,500, that is paid up to forfeited shares account. You write it in your notebook, okay. Next, which installment is not paid? First call, separately, it should be credited to share. First call account, to share, first call account, 500 into 2 rupees, that is 1,000. To share, first call account, 500 into 2, 1,000 rupees, which is not paid. One more installment is not paid, final call, to share, final call account, to share, final call account, 500 into 3 rupees, not paid, that comes to 1,500. Check it, debit is equal to credit, whether 5,000 is equal to 5,000. Yes. Narration, being forfeiture of 500 shares for non-payment of first and final call money. So, this is a narration. Being forfeiture of 500 shares for non-payment of first and final call money. Okay. So, for this problem, this is the journal entry for forfeiture. Okay. So, not only one problem, I am going to solve few more on this, because this is a 12 marks important. In the 12 marks important, this only will carry 3 marks. This will carry a 2 to 3 marks. Okay. So, today I am going to stop here. So, in the next class we will solve at least 2 to 3 problem on again issue of shares at par. When shares are issued at premium, what is the pro forma entry? Like that. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.